Hola a todos and welcome to our wrap-up for Lección 2. We're coming along very nicely. Just a little reminder that I have office hours on Mondays and Wednesdays during the 11:30 to 1. But also, if those don't work for you, make sure to email me some availability. We can always set up a video conference where we can discuss any questions and I can help you progress smoothly. So, here are some common mistakes that we are making with the material from Lección 2. The first things that I've noticed are the ello versus él. Now, remember that the subject pronoun for her is ella, but the subject pronoun for him is él. Ello wouldn't exist as a subject pronoun, so keep an eye on that. Él versus él. So at the beginning, we were talking about articles. So the definite article for a masculine and singular word is él, spelled without an accent. Now that we are talking more about subjects and the people who do the action, we refer to him. So this little guy right here in the spelling changes everything from saying he reads the book to the reads the book. So keep an eye on that spelling in your pronunciation and in your speech. Most of us are not going to make a huge difference in how we speak between el libro y él dijo or something like that, but just keep an eye for your spelling. Llegar versus llevar. And this was a common mistake that I found because llevar means to bring something and llegar means to arrive. So a lot of you were using llevar to say that you arrived to the class or to the bookstore or to the library or to the cafeteria. So remember, llevar y llegar. Llevar to bring, llegar to arrive. Gustar. Now, we're going to discuss gustar a lot more on our next semester, chapter 7, but I see some of us are using it as well as some of the recordings and the videos. So just a little bit of clarification. Singular use of gustar. Gustar is a very unique verb, and I don't want to give you too much information because, like I said, we'll go into depth in chapter 7. However, when someone likes just one item, you're going to use the verb gustar as gusta. For example, I like a pencil. Me gusta el lápiz. Or she likes the book Harry Potter. One book. Not all 7, just one. Le gusta el libro de Harry Potter. Le gusta. One book, one pencil. Okay? On the flip side, when someone likes more than one item, gustar will be used as gustan. For example, we all like tacos. Just not one taco, many tacos. Nos gustan los tacos. And then we like dogs, not just one dog, all dogs. Les gustan los perros. Okay? So again, more about this unique verb on chapter 7. But in the meantime, on just a brief explanation for those activities that are using them. Okay. De, the preposition, plus el, the masculine singular article that's definite. When together, they now create a brand new word, and you have to spell it together, del. For example, the desk belongs to Profesor López. El escritorio es del Profesor López. Okay? And the same thing with the preposition a. Oh, this should be el. My apologies. A plus the masculine article that is definite, el, now should be spelled as al. Vamos al concierto mañana. We go to the concert tomorrow. So a couple of spelling suggestions to keep on your notes. And on your recordings, I've noticed a little bit of a lot of pronunciation of the letter H. Now remember that the letter H in Spanish is a very silent unless it's accompanied by the C. So C and H together make that ch sound. So that's unique. However, when the H is by itself, it is silent. So repeat with me. Ahora. Hambre. Hoy. Okay, I've been hearing some ahora, hambre, and hoy. Keep an eye on those. All right. Last but not least, with some of those recordings, make sure to review your work. Many of us are submitting assignments with no sound to the recordings. So go back, review, replay, check your technology. Make sure that you're using a microphone, okay? Please enunciate and speak loudly enough. You don't need to scream, but just loud enough. And some of us may want to look into putting the microphone closer to our mouths or clip it on our shirt or something. If you don't have a microphone, maybe go to the language lab, see if the quality of the recordings changes a little bit with a better microphone. Or check the settings on your computer for your microphone. But please, 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 I cannot stress enough, review your work to make sure that I can hear you. If I can't hear you clearly, then I cannot award you the credit that you deserve for your work. Okay, spelling. Like I said, those previous activities on spelling, but also now that we are talking about interrogative words and creating questions, make sure that when you spell and create those conversations and those dialogues, you're keeping an eye on the opening interrogative sign. So some of you guys call it the upside down question mark. That is a must in Spanish to note that the question is starting, but also the accent over the interrogative words, okay? Donde, cuando, como, cuál, all of those. It's going to have a big impact on meaning. So one of the most common examples that I give you at this point of the is the verb comer, and we'll talk about it next chapter, to eat. For the first person singular, for the yo form, is yo como, I eat. Right here, yo como, I eat. Now the interrogative word of como, meaning how. So again, a small little spelling changes a lot of the meaning. So keep an eye on your spelling. And I hope that all of you, as you progress on this journey of learning some Spanish, you are taking some notes. You're maybe keeping a notebook or a binder or something that organizes your notes on grammar use. Of course, you don't need to write down all the activities and everything because we have the VHL Central for that. However, even if you're doing more online classes, or if you're going into the classroom, I always suggest to my students to have a notebook or a binder with the basic grammar, so you can go back to the textbook that you don't have a paper copy of it. Then your notebook or your binder becomes a great resource. So what I'm doing right now, if we were in the classroom together, I would have given you a copy of this as part of your notes. And this is when we're using the verb estar with your location words. Now, please just use this for your personal notes. Don't make any more copies than what you need. And it's a little flip book. And I really enjoy flip books. It just gives you a way of kind of quizzing each other. So you have the little birdie, and you'll use this picture to complete it if you choose to print it, because then the little ball can move. Okay? The little ball moves around to note the different location of the ball. Okay, so attaching the file to our message, and you are so welcome to go ahead and print it and use it and have it in your notes. But again, do go back on your materials from chapter 1 and now chapter 2 and keep some notebook. Keep some notebook that will help you refresh your memory next semester when we're working on more advanced things, or the moment that you join a traditional classroom or anything. It will help having that information. So this wraps up our common mistakes and other information on Lección 2. Remember, the test is tomorrow, and it will be available until 11:59 p.m. There are no late assignments on tests, ladies and gentlemen. When it's closed, it's closed. So please check your schedules, make sure that your technology works, and let me know if you have any questions about the material or anything that I can help you with. All right? Have a great Monday, everybody.